Hey everybody, this is Lamont Ellis, the acquisition manager. Today we are on Upwork again, sourcing individuals that's willing to work commission based. So again, like I said, with these platforms, you kind of have to be strategic when you're using these platforms. This would be my virtual assistants. As you can see, we have six proposals. Four people messaged me immediately. Two people said no, and two people immediately wanted to get hired. So this is a commission based thing. So as of right now, so first of all, let me just show you this. These are all the people that's interested. So as of right now, we created a form for individuals to take a test and see exactly what are they skilled at. This tells me exactly what they skilled at, what they're willing to do, what they're not willing to do, and etc. So we're going to go over this form quickly. Here's the form. As you can see, I was asking questions. Let's see if this is okay. So as you can see, I was asking questions, and these are real life questions. You're speaking with a buyer or a seller, and they suddenly hang up mid phone call. What do you do? So these are what these people responded back. So this is what they said. I would immediately call back and apologize that the line was cut. I've did that before. If a call drops unexpectedly, I immediately redial within 30 seconds. Apologize. This looked like somebody used ChatGPT, but that's okay. We want them to use ChatGPT. I'll call back. If hang up again, I'll send a text or email. That's good. That's dope. Someone on the call keeping trying to get private info. As you can see, this is the responses. I would rather let me take a moment and gather all my questions and info and get back to you. I'm not sharing anything internal information. So as you can see, we got some bright people in here. So the reason for this was because we're looking for commission roles, and we can't flat out say that we're trying to hire commission. So the easiest way to get around that is this right here. Are you open to working 100% commission based, paid when deal closes? Why or why not? So I gave them a multi choice. Some people, as you can say, no, I prefer to get a pay structure. I'm not open to working 100%, but we got two people right here that says I am open, but would rather, but really like to have a hourly rate. And then you have this person right here that says, yes, I'm open to it. I understand how it works in real estate. I'm confident in getting real results. So as you can see, you have some people that is comfortable with it, and you have some people that's not immediately. So as you can see right here, be real. Are you here just to make money, or do you want to build something? So mostly everybody's looking for, I'm looking to grow and be a part of the team. And then you have 20% just saying, just here to earn and learn. So as you can see, we got questions. We got some people that want to be here 6 months. You got some people they want to stick. They want to stick for 12 months. They want the long way. If you're hired, do you plan on sticking around? So as you can see, again, one of my favorite questions is, hold on. So this one is one of my favorite questions. For me, I'm gonna always recommend you to use some type of AI system. Um, you got some people that use it regularly, and then you got some people that use it sometimes. Another one of my favorite questions is this right here. Let's say you need a tool or software that's not provided. What do you do? Example, do you find a free version or ask someone or quit? Because I've literally had the reason why this is my favorite thing, because I've had VAs where they figured out I told them, but they realized that I didn't have a dialer or a cold caller or a dialer or a calling system, and immediately they quit. And what that told me was that this job wasn't for you. If you gonna allow that to stop you from getting to your paper, this ain't for you. I take many jobs where I may not have the tools, or the company may not be providing it for me, and you got to do what you got to do. Like right now, I'm doing underwriting for a company. They ain't providing it. I ain't tripping. It's one of those things where you're gonna have to get it out the mud. And I feel like that's the thing with a lot of people. They expected things to be handed to them. So as you can see, find a free version or an alternative. If I need a tool that's not provided, I first check if there's a free or low cost alternative that meets the requirements without comparing quality. If I can't find a suitable option, I ask my manager or team for guidance approval to get the right software. I don't have settings. Don't quit or settle. So as you can see, we got a lot of people that say, "Hey, I just use I look for a free version, or I look for a free or alternative version first." Um, Again, this is another question about the experience. How long you've been in the game, what experience you have. This is another thing, how you worked in the real estate space. So we asked them, how do they know? We asked them, what do they know about the real estate? You know, what do they know about wholesaling, seller financing, land deals, commercial property, ARV, rehab, assignment fees, comping. What do they know? We want to know what they know. We want to know what's the information that they know. So because if we starting for people that don't really know nothing, it's gonna be a lot more difficult to teach them, especially if they don't know nothing. So on a scale of 1 to 10, this is what they said they're familiar with comping. They may not have to comp because I do that for them, but we want people to know. Why should we bring you on? So again, as you can see, we were asking questions. We're trying to figure out, hey, who's hungry, who's motivated, what's the criteria that you bring into the table. Yes, we're doing all this professionalism. We're doing this all up board. So as you can see, we could separate this by individual. I was looking at this guy earlier, because so on Upwork, you're able to message these people, and he was one of the people that messaged me. I'm getting ready to respond to, I think, this message also. So one of the things that I did was I sent him this message right here. This one right here. Let's go to John. I sent him this message right here. Thank you. We are going over applications right now. And then this person, let me copy this real quick because I see she submitted it. I see she said she submitted it. So this is what you said. Thank you. We are going over applications right now. Meaning I seen your form. I seen you. This was something I recently just said to this woman also. The funny thing is, we have a lot of females working for us. That's not a bad thing. That's actually a good thing. Um, as I've been doing this, I'm starting to realize like some of the females, they the hungriest. They willing to get out there and grind. I got two strong VAs working for me right now, and they bringing in stuff like every day, and they bringing in more than one thing. They bringing in quality leads, quality inventory. We just gotta tighten it up a little bit because we got the buyers. We pretty much got everything. So that's why we actually looking for a connector as we speak. The connector, what the connector is going to do, and you'll see it in my other video, but the connector is going to be the person that actually follow up with the inventory, follow up with the buyers, follow up with those people, letting them know, hey, we got a property for you, or hey, we don't have a property for you, but we still looking. That's going to be the connector. The connector's job is to be exactly what it says. He's the glue. He's the connector. He's in charge of keeping track of who said what, filling out the forms or filling out the CRM. He's in charge of that. The connector has to be a good communicator, has to be a people person, have to be comfortable dealing with different types of people. So that's what we're looking for as far as the connector. He has to be motivated. He has to be willing to pivot pivot if something goes wrong, and if something doesn't go wrong, that's good. But he has to be willing to be able to do whatever he needs to do to get the deal done. This is what it looks like. As you can see, this was my intro. Hey, I came across your profile and was impressed by your background in real estate support connection. Coordination. I'm currently looking for a Connect VA to manage, communicate, and follow up for wholesale spread. This role, and then it gives you all the information. So as of right now, I'm really looking for people that's willing to do commission based. I'm not really too keen on hiring people on a W-2 role, and that's just because I'm trying to keep my expenses low. I'm trying to run very lean. I want to cut off as much fat as possible. Only pay for things we actually really need, such as tools. Um, and as of right now, we got something good. We got VAs hungry again. Like I said earlier, we got VAs bringing stuff to the table every single day. I'm sending them reports. I might do a video on that too. How I'm just organized, sending them reports, letting them know, hey, what's going on, the inventory that they bringing in. Um, Again, this is what this looks like. Being in the boss role, hiring, firing, getting rid of people, maneuvering, pivoting. So as of right now, we're about to do another one. We're about to create another job post looking for cold callers. I mean wholesalers. This is one of my VAs that work specifically for wholesalers. So as you can see, that's what she said. She want to go back to the buyer. Yeah, tell him. He said 120. She want to ask the buyer. Shoot. So again, like I told you, we've been moving. We've been moving. They bringing in stuff. So one of the things that I would say is was when you doing this business, again, you got people that's hungry. This person right here, she specifically want to go back to the buyer and ask the buyer, hey, can we increase can we increase that purchase price? He wanted 120. Um, so this would be my question, and I'm gonna keep it G. Yes, but it can ruin ruin our relationship with the buyer if you push too hard. So as you can see, this is what I said. Yes, but it can ruin our relationship with the buyer if you push too hard. The reason why I said that is because 9 out of 10, if a buyer give you out a price and he say, hey, this is what I'm willing to pay for, that's what he's willing to pay for. You have to be understanding and realize, hey, if he say this is what I'm willing to do, that's what he's willing to do. And if you keep on pushing the bar, you can potentially ruin the relationship because you forcing it to go through. But yes, you can definitely go back and say, hey, you know what? Can we go look? As you can see, so this is one of the things that so she got this. She found this perfect property, right area, right ARV. Everything fit. The only thing that didn't fit, and I might do a review. I might do a review on that. I told you I don't do a lot of stuff on camera, but everything fit. And the only thing that didn't fit was the buyer wanted a lower price. ARV was two. ARV was two something. I think it was 240 or 250. Wholesaler had it at 175. From based off the formula, that 175 was good, but the buyer said, hey, see if we can get it to 120. Like I said, at the same time, whatever the buyer's willing to pay for, that's what we willing to pay for. So with that being said, we went back to the wholesaler and said, hey, the buyer wanted to do 120. Wholesaler said no, thank you, passed immediately, and I understand because it fit the formula. The buyer wanted the buyer wanted a little bit more aggressive discount. Um, so this VA right here, she fixated on that property because it was a perfect match. It was a really perfect match. As you can see, like I said, this is a part of the process. That I keep saying wholesaler because she's a VA wholesaler and a VA buyer. Again, we find an inventory. We find the inventory. Like I said, they bringing stuff to the plate, man. They bringing stuff to me. The biggest thing is we gotta fixate a little bit more on what those buyers are actually looking for. We gotta get more serious about bringing in quality leads that the buyer's willing to take. Also, another thing is a lot of these VAs don't understand. Hey, which I think I might say that, because Pace Morby said that. Pace Morby said the streak wants 172. Up, look for more leads. By the way, my mentor said if you're not getting rejected by buyers multiple times, you're doing it wrong. Keep that in mind. Matching their criteria to other people's criteria. So one of the things I just said was yes, that's part of the game. Our job is to follow up and follow up for more leads. By the way, mentor said if you're not getting rejected by buyers multiple times, you're doing it wrong. Keep that in mind. You're matching their criteria to other people's criteria. Meaning that meaning why I said that is this is a part of the game. You can't fixate on one property, and that's the thing. Like I said, that was a perfect property. If that buyer, and that's what she was trying to do, trying to go back and negotiate with the buyer. But the truth of the matter is, like I said, if the buyer say, hey, this is the X amount of what I'm willing to pay for, this is what he willing to pay for. You can't force nobody to pay for something different. That's like if we go to Walmart and Walmart milk is $5. I don't know, but let's say it's $5. I can't go back to the cash register and make them sell it for $2 or $1. It don't work like that. Whatever people are willing to pay for, that's what they're willing to pay for. You kind of gotta take that on the chin. We can go back and revisit it and say, hey, you know what you think about this? You want to take a better look? What you think? Something in that nature, but you can't force them. And we might circle back. That's what the connector is for. We'll circle back, see what they think. But you're watching me go through this. You're watching me go through this. Um, Singular. So one of the things I'm gonna look at. So I'm going to go back and forth, do things to make it faster. Let's see. Wholesaling is a term. And let's go to these two right here. Have you worked in real estate before? If yes, describe. Use. I used to do cold calling for it. So he's a cold caller. Sneaker. Uh, Looking for somebody that has experience on doing what I actually need them to do. Um, this is good, but what I realize is a lot of people have been putting it on ChatGPT, so that's not giving me or ask for support. I like that. I definitely like that. My biggest thing is one of the things that she didn't say, and the reason why I say it is because I do it as of right now. She didn't say, "Hey, I'll go put some money around." If you believe in your service, buy a tool. If the tool is not free, go put the money up to buy the tool. Mechanics do it all the time. If they believe that they're a mechanic, they go hire that. Excuse me, they go hire. They go buy the tools that they need to do what they need to do. So that's always my thing. People always want to look at the job and say, the job ain't paying me that." But at the end of the day, You are responsible for yourself. That's why I say, hey, this is a partnership. This ain't no, you ain't working for me. You understand this is a partnership. Can't hire you. I'm gonna put your name on the no list. Again, the commission based, and I liked everything that she was bringing to the table. Let's get that right. I don't want to have a bunch of docs open. Trying to shorten it. Specifically, it's because she don't want to work commission based. I understand you a single mom, but I'm gonna keep it G with you. Life don't give a fuck about you being a single mom. Life don't. Life does not care. The reason why I say that is because at the end of the day, you can't use it as an excuse. I say that because there's people in this real estate space that I've seen. They have kids. They don't have a job. They are the single mom and they making it work. They willing to work for commission based and don't give a fuck if they gonna realistically make a paycheck or not. It's because they hungry. So we got to get rid of that. Even though I hate to, because I liked her experience. Um. Okay. So again, he's a cold caller. That's what we put him as. One of the things that you're gonna start to realize I like to do. I like to put people in the position that they usually are. They're more comfortable in that role. Like for me, my biggest role is just being a virtual wholesaler, and it has turned into this. I understand how to communicate. I understand how to communicate wholesale, bird dog and real estate because I'm consistently in the business. Another role, I need to check and see, did he want to work commission based? If not, can't use him. Immediately, that's a no for me. I save you. I'm gonna put a maybe not right there. I'm gonna put him in a maybe not. Experience, or either they're looking for an upfront cost. Again, my biggest thing is commission. That's my biggest thing, commission. Like that one woman, I may go back to her. It just depends if I can find the person I'm actually looking for. I don't want to hire a bunch of people for different roles if they don't fit those roles. I want you to stay in the role that you are already in. I know some people want something different, but I say that because if I have an open role for you and I feel like that's your strong suit, I want to keep you there. I don't want you to do nothing totally different if that's not what you're good at. Mm-mm. Yeah, he could be a good fit. He could be a really good fit. I know you like, oh, I actually picked him last time. That was the same person I picked the last time. Okay, so yeah, I was right. So I don't know if I had it on camera, but he was one of the people that he felt it out and reached right back out to me and let me know he felt it out immediately. That told me that he was hungry, because a lot of people they feel it out and they won't respond back. And for me, it was like he was like, okay, felt it out. What's next? Like I'm ready to start. So we gonna follow up with him. We actually about to close this out. I'm gonna reach out to him. I might send him an email because on these platforms, let's see, we'll hire. On these platforms, you got to be careful on how you communicate because they understand that you're trying to take it off of their platform. So what I'm going to do two slick things. Email. I say Gmail because usually those keywords are not censored. They're not flagging those. You got to get creative. You can't say email specifically. You can't say phone number or certain words that will tell them, hey, what you trying to do, because this is AI. So for those who know what I'm talking about when using AI, you have to ask the question a different way. So we're going to go with him. And what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna go through the rest of these, not these. Okay, so we're going to send him a quick text. I mean a text, a quick email. I don't know if I have it. We're going to put him on a trial run. See, we have pre-built templates because your boy be working, your boy be moving. Alright, congrats, you're so close. I'm currently looking to go through. Okay, so this was the, so I need the submissions creator. Um, a welcome to the job type joint. Give me a second. Chat run us up on real quick. Give him a simple to-do list. His job will be to call one of these, call both the buy them one lead, one property. This is what the other document looks like. So this is our CRM spreadsheet. Shout out to Ace again. I'm always give him praise. So me working underneath him, I was able to see exactly what I needed to run my business. Basically, a mentor, or a big homie, however you look at it. And I was able to see how he ran his. Buyers, again, this is a criteria that we have as of right now. Buyers criteria and growing. As of right now, this is the 31st. You may see this video months later, just because I consistently have videos lined up. As you can see, we consistently have videos lined up. So content is not a problem for me. Content is the least of my problems. I'm always working, so it's easy for me to have content. Let's get rid of that. So we have pretty much everything built out. We're going to get that to do everything above board. I really do. Try to do everything above board. I try not to step outside the lines. Again, I'm a perfectionist. So wait for him to fill it out auto, just in case. He ain't gotta he don't know anything about a DocuSign, because sometimes you have people like that, they don't know nothing about DocuSign. Yeah. Lamont Ellis. We're back. So I've been behind the scenes making moves, doing all type of stuff, getting stuff done, assisting my VAs, getting everything prepared for the connector. As of right now, this is our inventory list of what we have. And like I said, I wanted to get everything ready, so I wanted to give the connector this and my other VAs, so when they're talking to buyers, they could just send this information over. As you can see, we got pretty much all the information. I just told chat to re-update it because one of the things I always advise you to do is go over it. Remember, you won't be looking at this. Your people that you're selling your product to will be looking at this. So the pictures right here, if I had to pick out things that I don't like, which I'm going to change, but it's taking a lot longer. But I want either the picture to be right there, or I want people to be able to see the product right there. They ain't got to click inside of anything. You want it simple, easy. These are people that, hey, they don't have time to be clicking through stuff. People are emotional people, so you got to move quick and move militant. So the other thing I realized was we didn't have no rehab. We didn't have a rehab price, rehab, nothing in here. So we needed to go back and edit that. So ChatGPT, I had ChatGPT go back and redo that. So this is what we do. So when my VAs, they didn't add the actual rehab in there. So we And see, this is why I'm glad y'all watching me with this. So we're gonna have to have a talk with the VAs, make sure they get all the information that we need. Rehab is very important. The rehab cost of how much it's gonna cost, or they think it's gonna be. But what we're going to do going forward, we're going to put a couple pictures in there. This is the finished product. It took me a couple hours to get this done, but this is the inventory that we have as of right now. Um, as you can see, we got this property, we got this property. This is land. This property right here. This property. This property. This property. And this property. And this property. So as you can see, we got inventory. We got properties. We got VAs working every single day. Also, what we added in here is a little bit about who I am. The reason why I put that date, so it lets me know when the VAs are using old data versus new data. We buy property, inventory presenting. So we're going to give this to the VAs. I'm going to put this in his template also. And this may be a little overwhelming, so we may take some things out. Okay, hey everybody, this is Lamont Ellis, the acquisition manager. Today we went over reviewing all those candidates, and this is what we have. These people right here will be all the people that will not get hired. These will be the people that will get hired. As you can see, we have people that maybe fit cold calling because I'm going after their background of cold calling acquisitions, cold calling of this. So I want to put them in a position that they feel comfortable in, they're natural in. It's not difficult. These will be people for a different role, as you can see. And these were all the people that I didn't hire. The reason why we didn't hire these individuals, and strictly, I had a non-negotiable and they had a non-negotiable. My non-negotiable was looking for people that's commission based. Their non-negotiable was working as far as a W-2 or a salary. So immediately they get taken out, even if they had really good experience. At this moment, we're lean. We can't afford to, hire people that, hey, we can't afford that, especially on a weekly or monthly basis. Fuck no. We need you to put in that work. So, as you can see, this is the people that didn't get hired. This was the people that did get hired, and this is the people that got hired for different roles. I just wanted to show you guys this. This is what this process looks like. Evaluating connectors and really just going through everything, going through the motions. We sent emails out. We'll be hitting. We'll be learning. We will be getting people in there. Also, we will be testing people. Also, test. We gave them a simple test. To some people, this may be easy as possible, and some people this may be hard. But as you can see right here, we gave them one follow up with one buyer, one homeowner, wholesaler, and their job. We didn't give them all the good details. We just gave them simple things to do as far as contact and go through the CRM, contact the homeowner, wholesaler. There's the buyer wholesaler. There's the buyer right there, and there's the wholesaler. Here's the CRM. So you open the CRM, you go through it. You guys see how it is. This is just a video of me explaining what it is, how the CRM works, and you make the call. You make the call and you pitch the offer. As you can see, this is a performance-based role. You'll earn $100 to $500 transaction. Depending on the deal size, level, involvement, there's room for negotiation after you show consistent value. So we got, excuse me. So we got room to negotiate as far as what your actual pay will be. Because if you bringing stuff to the table, we can give you 1,000 easy. But you gotta be willing to bring stuff to the table and be a talker. This role right here. This is the role that I do, and I do it well. I just don't like being in it because you gotta follow up. You gotta grease the wheels. Um, Again, you talking to wholesalers and buyers. Um, Sometimes you're talking to homeowners because VAs they pull the lead that's listed with a homeowner, and the homeowner may have a little bit of investor experience. So it just depends. You got to be strategic enough and skilled enough to be able to maneuver through all this. But here you go, guys. This is what this looks like. This is the test that we sent over. As you can see, nice professional, a simple template as far as, hey, welcome aboard. This is a key role. Based on your background, we believe you can make a real impact. Hey everybody, so you see it right there. As you can see, this hiring process has been long, draining. Oh my God, difficult. For the last couple of days, we've been reviewing VAs, putting them through the test as far as being a connector. This guy immediately, I picked him. We need to hit that head on. Hey, I can't offer you a salary, but what I can offer you is a hot pipeline. 100%, y'all. Like I said, we got stuff coming in. That this is where you start to need assistance. Your gut is right. So again, this long thing right here. I picked him because he to me I like people that kind of resemblance what I have. One of the biggest things that I would say I'm slowly building on and improving is being more organized, getting right to the paper. So we've got that agreement signed with the virtual assistant as far as a non-disclosure. We got us a connector. So we put a lot of connectors through the test to see who can complete the task in a timely manner fashion. What do they need to do as far as completing it? What was the things that was left over? So this is one of the things that I sent the connector, an onboarding snapshot of, hey, we hey this is what we have to offer. I know getting a dialer or some type of dial system, automation system, is a game changer. Again, as you can see right here, I'm previously used to dial my calls. If you watch a lot of my old videos, that was a tool I used relentlessly. Dial my calls is a tool that I use a lot, and then sometimes I get rid of just because it's a it's a pay as you go tool. So the overhead is low as you would like it to be, under $30 because you got to pay for current phone number. But with that in mind, um, this tool is like a game changer. You can immediately contact people instantly. One of the reasons why I got rid of it was because I wanted to switch to Twilio. They said Twilio is a lot cheaper. I'm watching my overhead. I'm paying attention to expenses, and that's what I was doing in the process of switching to Twilio. You guys seen the video of me setting everything up. So long story short, I hired another VA to um, fully load my Twilio, like fully set it up as far as automations. I want to be able to send text blast in. I want the text blast to essentially drop into my spreadsheet. So if anybody responds or they says yes, it immediately goes to the spreadsheet.
And again, we work off of that spreadsheet, so it makes it a lot easier. So in a simple way, what I had somebody do is go in and automate everything. So all I have to do is press a button, press send, and it does the rest for me. So that's what we got. Excuse me. That's what we're doing with that. We'll be waiting until we hear anything. But until then, we're gonna be using this dial my calls. And like I said, I switched from dial my calls to Twilio, but Twilio was taking so long to set up, so I was like, I really do need dial my calls again. So we went back through the process, got everything up board as far as texting because you got to go through a qualification stage. So that's what we're doing right now. At this current date of this video, you guys will see this months later. So half of this information have been updated. um, like I said, we work off of Google Docs. We work off of Twilio. I I use it, but I really don't use it because um, you gotta have an AI tool that populates it in there, and there is an AI tool that I use frequently to populate it in there. So that may be something that I continue to keep doing. I actually like it. It's a hands-off, free tool where you could just prompt it to do what you needed to do, and then it does it. Um, we do use PropWire. We use a lot of other different tools. We even use PropStream depending on what we need it for. But the biggest thing is we want to stay lean. We want to keep our expenses low as possible. Use what's available and go from there. I'm considering going to open phones, but it's the thing. I really don't want to because I'm not forced to. You know what I mean? Like I'm not tripping to have a regular phone system if I have one. And this the only reason why I'm considering it because I do have VAs and I need to be able to track exactly what's the conversation, how it was, how we could change certain things. So that's the only reason why I'm thinking about changing to it. But other than that, uh, I really don't care. I really don't care. So investor left. So like I said, we have disposition partners that have investor left. All we need to do is cut them in on a deal and end the story. Hey, you know. So that's how I'm moving. I plan on approaching these disposition partners when it's time, when it's game time, when it's a deal that's worthy for them, when it's an opportunity that I know it's gonna be difficult for them to say, "Hey, bro, I don't know." I want them to immediately say yes, like no brainer, yes. So that's what I'm looking for. That good opportunity where everybody makes some cash, where everybody makes some real money. But yeah, we got access to that too. At my VAs, we got two bird dog VAs, one cold caller, um, one VA recruiter in motion. So we're gonna reach out to them in a little bit just to see exactly what's going on with that, and then the connector. He was the person that, and don't get me wrong, we sent this test to multiple connectors. He was just the one that moved on it immediately, took action, started doing stuff. He caught my attention before everybody else. We had other people that was moving, but they wasn't moving like they life depended on it. You know what I mean? Like they was asking questions as far as what to do, and in the video, you could tell they rushed because they was missing certain things that I said in the video, so I had to go back and re-explain it to them verbally in the notes. And one of the things I was like, it was in the video. We rushed, but this particular person, he got everything, made the calls, took the notes, etc. Again, this is a hot buyers list. Um, these are the inventory we have. Like I said, we have inventory. We have inventory. As you can see, inventory is piling up. And it's piling up because my VAs is hustling. They out there making money. They out there getting it, bro. And we gonna consistently have inventory. So, good news with this is we have one one wholesale large partner. I spoke to one of the wholesale companies the other day, and one of the things that they had said was, If we find a buyer for any of their product, bring it in. They willing to do a bird dog. They willing to do bird dog with us if we bring a buyer to the table. So that was an instant gold mine. You know, that was instantly, okay, say less. You know, you cool with us being a bird dog if we can bring somebody to the table that's willing to talk business with you. And you know what I mean? That's willing to take us, you know, take everybody serious. Or say less. So that's what we got going on. And then this is just more about our company, what we doing. We growing. We consistently growing. He just recently opened that message. That's good. He up. You see him up. Um, this is the agreement that we sent over. So that this is how our pay structure is. So on a scale, he'd be getting anywhere from $100 to $1,000 per transaction. Sometimes maybe even $5,000. You know, I don't put no cap on my VAs. Hey, what you can make. I'm gonna be honest with you. I want you to make 10 stack. You know what I mean? I'm that type of person. I want you to make more money than me because I want you to. Hey, you doing the hard work. I'm just a businessman. I'm the nigga making the connections. You know what I mean? So this our pay structure. This how we got our VAs out the gate. You see our VAs, they anywhere from 500 to 1,000 instantly. Um, how we got everything set up is we basing it off of the deal. Here's more legal mumbo jumbo. You can see how it sounded, but how we have everything set up, the base pay is based off of the actual deal. Whatever the deal is, we're gonna break it down. We're gonna break it down so everybody can have a little bit of money, and we're gonna keep it going. Right now, I'm trying to transition again, and this video is gonna be dated. So by the time you see this video, it'll be something totally different. But as of right now, I'm trying to get my VAs, my two bird dog, excuse me, my two bird dog VAs to start going after commercial or $1 million properties because the money flow, the spread would be way better. We already got a buyer that's looking for a multi-million-dollar property. I actually think he wholesale. Not for sure. Didn't get too much information as far as what he planned on doing with it. A lot of these conversations sometimes is, hey, this is what I need. Sometimes they just fill out the form themselves and they won't implement, they won't put anything else. And sometimes it's, you know, it's through another VA. Hey, tell him I'm buying properties also. So, like earlier, I just had a wholesale, not today, but yesterday, I meant to say. I had a wholesaler I was talking on the phone, and he asked me, "Did I buy stuff in Detroit?" You know, he was like, I'm personally looking at Detroit. I wholesale properties all around, but I'm personally looking at Detroit. Do you have any properties in Detroit right now?" I said, "Not off the top of my head because I know how many properties we actually have and people that need help moving." So I was like, "None off the top of my head," but what I do specifically, I go send my VAs in that Pacific market that you're looking for. Hey, you know, I give my VAs a list of areas that we have buyers specifically looking in criteria. Go after that criteria. And that's what I said. Like we changing our thing. My goal is to push them into commercial. The spread would be easier. I already told my VAs the truth. Like, hey, this residential, it's cool. It's cool. It's just we chasing pennies compared to what we really could be making. I told them straight up, hey, man, I want you on a different tax bracket. You know what I mean? Like, I want you to be making real money. You know, all this ripping and running that we doing for residential, you could do the same thing with commercial. It's not that difficult. It really is not. It's just you have to consistently follow up like what we doing. We got the team on board. We got the people making the calls. We got the people doing what they need to do. Now we just need to keep the consistent, keep going.